Hi, Namaste. I'm Poonam Upadhyay in this beautiful platform of Year to Year. And today we are going to discuss about the why do we seek validation from others. So I welcome you all and let's begin our talk. And before that, let's go through the video.
Mental health is how you feel, how you think, how you behave. It's part of life and it's not a stigma anymore. Hello everyone, I am Rucha Mehta, founder of a beautiful initiative, Ear to Hear. We started 5 months back, which was on 1st of Jan, and we have representatives from lot of cities and states. I would like to request you to join us to make a difference in your city, in your state. We would like to welcome all the women to come forward and support us because together we can and we will make a difference.
Yes. So today I'm going to ask a very we are going to contemplate on very important aspect. Why? Because in this online world, the virtual world, where at least we are trying to connect to people, we are connecting to different communities, family, friends, and not only that, to the different countries, states, and we are doing all sorts of things, but somewhere the contentment part, which was there inside us, fulfilled, is somewhere missing. And I think all of you will agree with this part. So, as it is said that we, we feel that we are coming together, but somewhere we are also moving apart because as a family we are not having time to sit together and discuss things. Inside there are many aspects going on at mental level, so we are talking about mental health. And how can we forget about this part of validation where we are focused? How many likes I've got in my Instagram account, how many posts have been seen in my Facebook account. So why this validation is coming? So let's explore this today because somewhere it has become very important. So, how many of you agreed to all this? People who are listening or who will be listening afterwards. Just we have to think that why is this important and why are we doing this? Are we, whatever are we are we doing it for taking approval of others, or are we doing it for our own happiness and contentment? So now we have to understand, and we have to bring that awareness in our thinking process, that why this problem has arisen where we are not happy, we are not satisfied, that contentment is not there. Maybe I'm looking happy, satisfied outside, but I'm not. Why is this? And this happens in all the age group, especially if we see about the growing girls, women, because there are many validations already put upon them, and they are wanted to. They are actually labeled or somewhere their behavior pattern is set in the society. Automatically, that becomes more difficult. Somewhere our brain, whenever the neurons, the activity is going on, that is very important. So the problem is there where we are just blindly following what others are doing for the sake of the thing where we feel that we are happy from outside but we are not. So now again There are 3 to 4 points where we have to think that how it goes. At mental health, we say so there is rational mind, wise mind, and emotional mind. Rational mind is the thing, whatever thoughts are coming to your mind, you will be thinking over it again and again before taking any action. Emotional mind is if you are in happy state, you will be doing lots of things which makes you happy. It's like spending lots of money, doing lots of posts in Insta or social media where you will be expecting people will like you back. And one is wise mind, which will help you to think wisely, keep balance in your rational mind and emotional mind, and take decision. So when this all thing is balanced, mentally we can say that we can balance things together. And for that, all of you who are listening, all can observe our thoughts. One day, just try to observe whatever thoughts are coming and put these 3 columns: rational mind, wise mind, emotional mind, and just categorize that in which criteria or which category is my thought pattern running. Is it more in rational mind, emotional mind, or I am taking decisions wisely? So this will help us to understand like how are we really reacting to the certain things which is giving us pain or which is giving us pleasure for some time. And this will help us to communicate in proper manner in outside as well as inside. So and what do you think? If anyone is there, do you agree with that or not? So if you have rational mind or reasonable mind, you will evaluate, logically think, make plan, and that way your actions will be there. And it is easier to maintain, you feel good. But emotionally, when you take some decision, as we said, it will change according to your behavior. If you are feeling good, the emotions will be different, the behavior will be different, and the hormones which are secreted is related to stress, automatically that will be different. Now, why we have to focus and concentrate on how wisely we can balance that. So that's why there is a need where we have to focus on how the thought patterns, how we are interpreting the thoughts which are coming, and how we can put it into action. So, as we said, that whatever is there, we cannot drive. Some might get driven by the action. So, if you have got lots of likes or social media, maybe you're getting lots of presence, visibility. So, you might be able to spend lots of money or your attention. All the balance in your life or the things which you have to divide, you will be just handling this one thing because it is given you that satisfaction for a certain period of time. And what happens when we do this? It masks our emotions, and we are unable to, you know, go deep into depth to understand what exactly the issue is and act on it. So that way we don't try to go into depth, and automatically that emotions bundles up and it reacts in the way which we never expect to, and then we think why this is happening to us. And when it is of wise mind, we respond according to the situation, though the situation is handled. And mind you, that this thing will not be always the same. Sometime it might be very high, sometime it might be very low, but yes, it will be there. So, how it impacts, we have to understand how if we are reacting or responding. And yeah, I will in some sessions we will also talk about this phenomena of reacting and responding because this is very important one. So how is the tone in our word? What words we are using? How is your inner feeling you are when you are telling or communicating with other person, or when you are communicating or interacting with your own self? Or what emotions are you carrying? Are you carrying the emotions of anger, frustration, disappointment, though you feel happy but internally you are having all these emotions? So that all depends. And how we can deal with this, it's very simple. First of all is, see, we all are human beings and we all tend to make mistakes, and it's all right. And when we accept this, automatically things will come under control because we are creating that non judgmental view towards our own self. Like, what is this non judgmental and judgmental thing? So, when you are judgmenting, when you are putting someone in some perspective and talking to that individual that yes, this thing is there, or people are behaving in certain manner due to me or my status or due to my behavior, automatically the stress is increased, and the emotions which are not required by the body pops up, which is not required. So non-judgmental language will help us to describe behavior or situation where you are into someone's other shoes and you can understand their point of view, what they want to describe or what they want to tell to you. So what will happen in this, the mental peace will be there. Why? Because you understand the perspective and you let go it. So the intentions, thoughts, others feeling, why the particular individual or person is behaving in certain manner, reasons, and the meaning will, come in front of you. Suppose my I I'm not opening the door and my neighbor is just knocking the door, and I am in the bathroom. That's why I didn't open. But the neighbor feel that there is some issue with this lady where she doesn't want to see me, and due to which somewhere in that mind the things goes on. Ki, there is some issues. She doesn't like me. This is a example, like vague example and simple example which I am just giving so that we understand that how it works, how that judgmental behavior impacts us or brings us down. So that way we act. So that way it helps us. And suppose now this is how we are doing judgmentally. That this is this way. She doesn't want to see me. That's why she is behaving that way. But when uh, she is also in the same condition, or she realized ki what happened, maybe she might be busy or might be somewhere out, not able to open the door. So if suppose such type of things the neighbor thinks, so the judgmental behavior will not come. So that's why that anger, frustration, uh, jealousy, that all emotions will not come, and the clarity will be there. And do you agree with that? I think we all, right? So now validation. Why are we seeking validation? Why it is required? Validation means that you are open to listening. You know how the other person is feeling. You are understanding the behavior and you accept it how it is. And you know the truth and it can happen to anyone. And it, mind you, that validation doesn't mean that if you agree, that you will always behave in the way which they want to do. This is a mistake we always do, which is absolutely not required. We have to understand and act accordingly what we feel right or what we want to do so that our peace is there. So emotional situations will not rise. How we can now do it where we are connected internally and externally also. First is if we are present at some particular situation and doing certain activity, like if I'm speaking to someone, try to be 100% present at that moment and express that how you feel rather than subsiding the emotion or not speaking about it. Be confident that yes, whatever, because once that if you are genuine, automatically that confidence will come. Show your interest in whatever you're doing and do the things which you like initially so that you are not stuck in this validation thing and you're not stuck in this virtual thing, because after 1 2 years when you are physically meeting the people, you will be losing your own self and we don't want that. If you are meeting with some person also, have a good eye contact, speak to them, show interest in their work and reflect what the person is saying and be happy rather than seeing what others are having. We have to see what we are getting, like that gratefulness is very much important, so that will help us to come out of the thing which is impacting this. And how will it help us to create that difference? Because according to neuroscience, then new habits will be formed and the awareness will automatically increase. So happy hormones will be secreted. And what will happen? Like you will be caring for your own self. You will accept yourself how you are because you don't need any filters for seeking approval for your own self. You will not require the thing which what others are doing. Of course you can motivate yourself, but don't be remain in these filters. Whatever you are, you will understand that we are worthy of it, worthy of love. Approval is required from inside, where we are not going to please others, we are going to please our own self. Please in the sense where we are understanding what is giving me real happiness. The comfort will be created with your own self. What has happened now? If you sit for some time and if you want to speak out, if you want to spend some alone time, your mind will go mad. You cannot sit at one place and do nothing. So this is the situation which is arising and which is giving, different conditions, especially mental conditions. It is worsening. We don't want that, so that's why when we stop seeking approval and enjoy what we are doing it genuinely, automatically that comfort with your own self will be there. And when all that thing come in the place, what will happen? You will be empowered. And this is what we want. This is what year to year team wants. And this is what each and every individual who is today sitting here and feeling that powerless thing, everyone needs that. But that should be from within, not from outside, not from validation from any one of us or outside individual who is listening. Not even in this case, if I say, not even your parents or spouse or your kids. No. First approval or validation should come from within, so that that power, the energy of empowerment, the energy that yes, your pure love consciousness will grow. So that way, let's come out of our comfort zone. It might take some time, but yes, try to understand the patterns, and once you understand, realize that what is stopping you, take one, two steps and come out of it. And let's do it together. So how can we do it? This is in our hand and your hand. How we can do it? We have to this week, let's focus on something positive. Let's start 3 tasks. Let's do it together. Like you want to bring your approval seeking behavior in your conscious awareness. Now, if you are seeking approval consciously, it's all right. The first part is always acceptance. So, accept it, write it down, or just follow the pattern as we discussed the 3 patterns: wise mind, approval, and the logical mind, and the emotional mind. So, which type of thoughts are coming to you? After that, the second task, if you just categorize that, which thing is more, how I can create the balance, where am I needing validation from others, and who are the individuals whom I seek for validation, and will this happiness, or will this, what is it that I'm asking for validation, what will I get in the future if I ask for validation? This is the second task. Third task is let go and just figure out or work on the things which you like. It might be one thing, two things, three things, it's all right. Just basic 3 to 4 things what you can do in this week. Let's do it and see the difference. So let's all go together and do this. Sometimes it is very important because sometimes we don't realize that we are seeking validation, but this is the scenario where each and everyone requires attention, even a small child requires attention. And when we are packed in our own cages in this lockdown period, where we are everything is virtual, so this is the way of seeking validation, which is all right until and unless you enjoy, but don't bring it so much intense or deep within you that it destroys your mental peace. So, with that, today I will be signing off with this video from year to year. I want to thank you all people who are listening and all the team members of year to year. Thank you so much.
प्रॉब्लम मुझे भी है, लेकिन कोई शेयर करने वाला नहीं है. You can talk to me. I'm there for you. Come and join us on the below number. We will keep it a secret. The promise that you will have a smile before